Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. The first trading day of the week. And on the market don't look so pretty right now. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Bill says historically, and he's right, Steve Chappell and I just had a conversation. The Santa rally starts tomorrow, but it can happen at any time. They look at it the last 5 days of the year and going into the first 2 days of next year. All right, so Glenn, what did you get Joey for Christmas? Oh, I was going to take him out for lunch, but he didn't want to go. I was telling. What? Wow, Joey, why you put me out on Front Street like that? What's up with that? I thought we were boys. Oh, okay, so let's reverse that. What do you get me for Christmas?
Oh, I'm your friend.
Oh, yeah, so it works for you that way. Wow, whatever. All right. By the way, as you can hear, Joey's in the background with me for today's presentation. All right, so we got about 170 people. I don't know if the alert hit or not. I didn't hear it on my iPad, but I was... Wow, Joey is really... This is supposed to be Christmas, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This is supposed to be Christmas, bro. Holy smokes. And John's starting trouble with asking the question, what did I get Joey for Christmas? And it's all John's fault. All right. So with that said, you know we have a shortened week. Wednesday is Christmas. Tomorrow, no, Joey didn't give me the JPI system. He did not. Anyway, we've got, I believe the market closes early tomorrow as Christmas Eve, but we are closed on Wednesday, so there's no AMA this week. Put Joey in his grotto. I don't know. Alerts haven't worked for me more than a year. Roger, we got to find out what that is all about because I'm not sure how to fix that. As long as you've hit the subscribe button and the bell icon on the channel, you should be getting alerts. So I'm not sure if you, I believe most people are, but if you're not, I'm not sure what happens individually. Lisa Watson, are you here? I don't know if she's here or just on the Jockey Club. I just wanted to thank you for the email. One way or another, I'm gonna get to you to answer your email. But sent me an awesome email in regards to what's going on with my diabetes and stuff. So Fast Lubidi just got the alert. There you go. Glenn, looking skinny. Lose those holiday weights already. And I am getting skinny and skinny and skinnier. Tabula, wait. All right. So I'm going to let you know today. All right. There you go. Just got the alert. There you go. I don't get the alerts either. I'm not sure why. But I am going to set the stage. There you are, Lisa. Thank you so much for that email. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for that email. I'm going to start off by today to let you know if you put stocks in before I ask for them, I am not going to look at them. All right? We're going to start the session off, the last session before the new year on Mondays. Yeah, last session. No, anyway, I'm not going to look at them. I'm not going to look at them until it's time to look at them. All right, so I don't want to get off track. A lot of stuff to talk about. I still think a Santa rally is coming. I'm prognosticating. Don't get me wrong. I understand that I am. I still think that, and I'm going to walk through why I still think a Santa rally is still in play. All right, so we will do that. But, of course, we're going to look at news, what's going on in the market. We do have one red light in the color guard today, with a lot of other red lights and some yellow lights. VectorVest does not advocate buying any stocks today. Now, I do have my top stock picks for the week, which is going to be the 6 p.m. video today. It's going to be stocks that I'm going to take advantage in my mind that we might possibly have a Santa rally. So the stocks that I'm going to look at in tonight's video, I think are stocks that are going to have the biggest upside for a Santa rally going into the end of the year. All right, so that's what I look like. Glenn looks like he's outside. And listen, it's cold. I ain't going to lie. It's cold outside. All right, so I got on a sweater, but it's got a nice little, look at this nice little orange inside. I like that, but it's cold. Ain't no,
37 degrees.
Huh?
37.
37. It's cold. What about quantum computing stocks today? Troy, we're going to look at those. And guess what, Troy? I got a special for you today. I am going to put them on a performance graph and give you some of the best picks that I think for right now, number one. And number two, I've got my list here of my top 10 stocks for 2025. I'll do that the first trading day of January. And number 2, I'm going to add on to that list, Troy, my top 5. Yep, my top 5 quantum picks. I think because we're ending the year with quantum on such a big high, that I'm going to give a bonus this year of my top 10 picks for 2025 and my top 5 picks for quantum going into 2025. So you're going to get 15 stocks this year. I'm going to start up 2 different portfolios for those picks for 2025, just like I do for every year. We're going to take a look at that portfolio as well. Need a lock, Glenn. Baby needs some new shoes. You need. I got you, Mac. I ain't going to give you a lock. I might give you a lock. Check tonight's video. Mac Daddy. Is Joey doing 10 picks for 2025? No, he doesn't do that. So, is Google one of the top 5 quantum picks? Yes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and especially because of the Willow. Because of Willow, Bill, Google is going to be one of my top 5 quantum picks for 2025. All right, so this is what's going on in the market. You can see that we do have a mixed market today. Another reason why I think we have a Santa rally in play. I'm going to show you a couple of different reasons of why I think we have a Santa rally in play. Market is mixed today. If the market was still full-blown down, I think the market, all of the indices would be down. Now, guess what? We got a lot of trading day left still for the day. We'll see how we end up. All right, let's start to get into the program. That's not where I wanted to be. Let's get into the program. And, dang it. There we go. Look at the market timing graph. And we almost finished with a bullish engulfing on Friday. Not quite. But what I do like about the market on the 3-month graph, big open candle Friday. We did have a little bit of retracement, but the body was still much bigger than the wick. Today, as we move down, this is in towards the bottom of the pattern. As of right now, what candlestick do we have forming right now, today, live, as we are doing the darn thing? What candlestick, as we are pulling off of a high, moving down, 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 we've got a level of support. We held above it. What is this candlestick right here forming today? Again, L's, as you start putting stocks in here, I am not looking at them right now. No. Now, it could be a bearish harami, but the biggest thing I'm looking at right now is that it's a possible hammer. A lot of buying pressure with the wick 2 times the body. We've been doing this on Fridays, looking at candlestick patterns. Today, if this is towards the bottom, where we're starting to look at bottom fishing, if we're towards the bottom of the pattern, it could be looking that way. But that's one day. One day doesn't make a trend. We need to see follow through. The BSI and MTI approaching the magic levels today. Roger, that already happened. That happened right about here, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. The MTI is 0.69. The buy-to-sell ratio is 0.23. That was on 12/19. Close, but not quite there. But as the market has fallen as hard as it has, that could be enough on that day to start to signal that the market was looking for a bottom, and now we're looking for follow-through. All right, so Roger, you're right on point, and I went back to the date where it got the closest, and that's where we stand right now. But these are a couple of reasons why I feel that the Santa rally is in play. I think it's not perfect for looking for a bottom, but I think it's close. The BSR was 0.20 the other day in pre-market trading. Bill, absolutely. So we're going to keep our look out. But yes, that was the candlestick pattern I was looking at today so far, is a hammer coming towards the bottom of this pullback formation. All right, so that's what the market looks like. Now, let's start to talk about some news moving the market, and here we go. Wall Street opens mixed as holiday shortened week starts. All right, just general market information. Now let's get into some stocks. NVIDIA stock is in a soul-searching moment. Ooh, NVIDIA was the hottest stock on the planet. Listen and subscribe to Open and Big, blah, 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 blah. Investors' voracious appetite for all things NVIDIA might have cooled slightly of late, and I think a lot of people have seen that. But the chill is temporary, and the feast itself has only It's only just begun. Do you know the Carpenters are the best people at listening to cool music that will just put you to sleep? If you agree with that, type a 1. I love the Carpenters. I love the Carpenters. But once you listen, you just listen, and all of a sudden, it's only just begun. And you just start getting into it. The next thing, that's the Carpenters. That's the Carpenters. All right. I think some of these issues are growing pains. Bank of America analyst Vivek Arya told Yahoo Finance, blah, blah, blah. Shares in the market, Darling and Dow Jones Industrial are down 8.5% in the last month. And I think a lot of people have jumped out. I'm one of them. I took my wins on NVIDIA and left. The Dow is modestly down in the past month, while the S&P is tacked on a little bit of a gain. So the whole idea that soul searching for NVIDIA stock, according to Aria, is related to several factors, including execution issues while trying to push through leading innovation and concerns around China exposure ahead of the potential tariffs from returning President Trump. Now, why is the market reacting the way it is right now? I think that there's a lot of things. The tariffs, I see the tariffs as a tool, not just as an overwhelming, just we're going to tariff everybody, number one. Number two, the whole Department of Government Evaluation, or whatever the E stands for, is interesting. And I think a lot of people are afraid of how that's going to play out going into the new year. It's going to be a lot of change. It's going to be a lot of change. Can I disagree with an O? Robert, of course you can. Of course you can. All right? I would have given Karen Carpenter. Oh, Lord have mercy, Tabula. I should ban you for that. Holy smokes. I'm glad I didn't read that. Joey's standing behind his computer going, oh, because that was, oh my gosh. All right. So, again, Amir, I'm not going to look at stocks yet. I took half of it off NVIDIA at 137, but still with holding the other half. Not a bad play, Phyllis. All right, so what a tariff is good for fair trade, says Prakash. I have my ideas on what the tariffs is all about, and my biggest idea is that the tariffs are more of a tool, a bargaining tool. All right, I know what he put, but it was just bad. Oh yeah, Carpenter. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm starting to look at NVIDIA as part of. Make sure you watch tonight's video because this is one of my stocks for the week in the video. All right. Next one. Could Google Quantum Leap represent a long-term challenges for NVIDIA? And the whole idea here. Traditionally, companies like NVIDIA have dominated in the high-performance computing space with their advanced GPUs and AI accelerators. However, the quantum computing revolution, see that, threatens to disrupt this status quo. As quantum computers become more practical and scalable, they could potentially solve complex problems exponentially faster than classical computers, opening up new frontiers in drug discovery, financial modeling, and artificial intelligence. Is quantum going to be so big that it's going to affect the whole AI space? I think that they go hand in hand. All right, I think that they go hand in hand. Bill, I'm with you. I think they go hand in hand. NVIDIA is in the list for quantum computing. So I think the story is above and beyond. I think that companies like NVIDIA and AMD and a lot of the companies in the AI space are going to move hand in hand with quantum computing. All right, obesity drugs. I think that the GLP-1 space has lost just about all of its momentum with the exception of Eli Lilly's Zepbound. How the obesity drug market will keep investors gripped next year? I don't think so. I think that the companies that are already entrenched in the space will stay there, but Eli Lilly right now is the winner. Viking Therapeutics, Amgen. Amgen is not really making headway in the space, but you look at Eli Lilly, you look at Novo Nordisk, you look at Merck. Those are the companies that are entrenched in the space where the stuff is going to be used. Furby, good afternoon. Quantum will need years to be usable, though. It doesn't matter. That makes sense. It's going to take time. But right now, the influx of its capabilities are grabbing investors by the coattails and going, yo, look at me. That's what's going on right now. It doesn't matter. Quantum will increase cybercrime. Ooh, I don't know if that's the case, Prakash. I don't know enough to put those two together from a cybercrime perspective. I think anything dealing with computers, cybercrime is going to be, it's going to be a problem, which is why I like my three hot stocks in the cyberspace are CrowdStrike, Zscaler. I forgot what my third one is, but I know it's those two for sure. Elon will be launching Skynet in 2025. Sigh. No, I don't think that that's going to happen. Talking about obesity drugs or drug companies, Merck strikes a partnership, $1.9 billion with Chinese biotech Hansoh for treatment of cardiometabolic diseases. Did I say that right? On my health people, did I say that right? Cardiometabolic diseases. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it's linking up with a Chinese biotech. That's my only thing that I don't like. But that's a $1.9 billion to go after cardiometabolic diseases. So with that being said, keep your eyes on Merck. Next one. Whew, this is a stock. This was my one stock out of quantum that I liked the most, that I owned, and I just recently got out because I took a big hit because it is a volatile stock. But Rigetti was my company of choice when I first did the quantum video, right? That got about 31,000 views, which is, thank you so much for that. But this was my stock of choice. And computing reports 84 qubit ANCA 3 system achieves 99% median 2-bit gate fidelity milestone. Also, what does that mean? It's moving along. It's moving along, and this is big news for the stock. All right, it's moving along, and it's big news for the stock. I watched Terminator last night getting prepared. I'm not getting into that. I made some good money on Rigetti, and Janice, I did too until I got out. All right, but I want you to keep this on your radar. As a quantum play, I think that this is a powerful quantum play. Another one I like is WIMI, W-I-M-I, for the holographic stuff that's going to go along with quantum computer. So when I do my top 5 quantum picks, Rigetti is going to be along there with Google, maybe WIMI, but I've got 3 other stocks that I got to come up with. Thoughts on SoFi? Well, again, I'm not looking at stocks yet. And Prakash, I'm not looking at stocks yet. So I'm not going to say anymore that I'm not looking at stocks. I'm just going to ignore them for the time being. I don't mean to be rude, but, the rules are the rules. I want to look at them when I ask for them. Palantir is still back in the news. Now, this is an interesting collaboration. Palantir and Uriel, which is a startup, in talks with OpenAI, which, big move for that is Microsoft, Elon Musk's SpaceX, to take on defense giants. Talking about getting more contracts from the government. Now, though I think that this is going to be a brand new company, no, I think this is going to be a collaboration of companies for the purposes of going after the defense contracts. Bought 2,000 WIMI yesterday. Thanks, Glenn. WIMI I like from that holographic perspective. Wow, there Roger says, see? Skynet startup. No, Roger, I'm not saying that. But I'm loving this collaboration for the purposes of these companies partaking into a bigger piece of the pie of defense contracts. So Palantir, again, in the news. I'm almost ready to jump back into Palantir. OpenAI, again, would be Microsoft. And again, SpaceX. I love this news story. Now, I'm going to do a story on Friday. Normally I do candlesticks on Friday, but I think it's time to do another BRICS story. BRICS currency reserve will shake up the Western financial order. How many of you right now think that BRICS poses a serious concern to the dollar? Type of 1. Type of 2 if you don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. I'm in 2. Are they ramping up? Are they becoming noticeable? Yes. Are they a serious threat to the dollar yet? My answer is no, not yet. But I am going to do a video on Friday. Which explains why I feel why I feel that way. I've done a couple of BRICS de-dollarization stories on the channel. I think it's time for another one. India is getting out of BRICS. I saw that. And I think one of the things that's going to bring down BRICS, if there's anything, it's going to be crypto. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? I think the big thing that's going to tear BRICS apart, because they're still forming, the thing that's going to tear BRICS apart is going to be crypto. Do you agree with that? Just type in yes or no if you agree with that. And I'm going to probably talk about it. Now it's just BRICS without the I. It's just BRICS without the I. But I think crypto is going to pull BRICS apart. But again, I'm going to talk about it. I am going to talk about it. That's going to be my Friday video. Now, let's get into this. This is interesting. Since we know that AI computing, quantum computing is going to be included in this, they need ways to power up all of their stuff. Snowlake Energy secures funding to advance uranium exploration, supporting nuclear energy's critical role in powering AI data centers. And I think more and more people are seeing that nuclear energy is probably going to be the way to seriously power all of these intensive AI data centers, quantum computers, and it's clean energy. So it's a win-win. It's clean energy, and it's going to answer the whole, I think it's going to be the answer overall to what's going on. What's up, George? Good to see you too, my friend. Good to see you too, my friend. No, crypto is for illegal trades. Prakash, no, it's not anymore. It was, but it's coming into a lot more regulation. And that's where it was able to be used for the bad folks, was the deregulation. And a lot more government agencies, a lot more companies, a lot more eyeballs are being put on the crypto space, which is why I am looking at it and going, I'm not fully on board, but I've made some money. Heavy in on uranium. Uranium, I think, is still going to be a hot play going into next year. It has to be. It has to be, because more and more is going to be needed to power all of these things, and uranium is going to be there. Almost time to accumulate more Bitcoin. Woo! I think Bitcoin is cyclical right now. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not in anything Bitcoinish. I am not. I got out of my Ethereum and I got out of my IBIT. I made money on both, and right now I'm not doing that. Is there a trending Thursday broadcast this week? Verizon? Yes, there is. What about ETHU? Right now, I'm not touching anything crypto just quite right now. I think it's going through some cyclical propriosity. I just made that word up, so I don't even know what that word means. And much less, I don't even know. I could spell it. I could probably spell it. But it's going through some stuff. So it got up above 100, up to 100,000, 107, now back below 100. It's going through, I think it hit the critical milestone of above 100,000, and now it's just mellowing out a little bit. All right. Argentina is in that play. Look at that. Argentina to add a nuclear power plant to meet the energy demands for AI. So it's not just here in the United States. I think more and more globally, the look, and this is why I do like nuclear power, probably URA for 2025. I thought it was going to take off last year. It didn't take off as much as I thought, but I think more and more eyeballs are looking at nuclear, and I think URA is probably, is that on my list? URA? It is not. I'm going to add it to the list. URA. I think that's going to be a hot play going into 2025. I think that's going to be a hot play going into 2025. Jazz says just a pullback. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a pullback for a little bit. We're going to see what happens as we get more and more into 2025. Crocodile Dundee. Oh, man, did he die? Sorry to hear that. I was born in Argentina. It doesn't matter. There you go. SMR are the futures. Yes, they are. I do think so. All right. Next story. Tesla, Lee, or Rivian. Which EV stock could deliver the highest upside potential? We're going to look at these on a graph as well, a performance graph, to see. Rivian has caught my attention. What did it say about Rivian? Rivian, that's Lee. Rivian shares have advanced about 38% over the past month. Why? They got a loan of up to $6.6 billion from the Department of Energy. That's huge. And they've got a partnership with Volkswagen. a big name company. Put those two things together. Rivian may be something to keep on your radar this year. All right. It may be something. So from outside of Tesla, I still think Tesla is the gold standard when it comes to EVs. Rivian, of course, in China, Boyd. But Rivian has actually caught my attention. We're going to look at it on a performance graph. Earnings this week, nothing. I got one stock. I don't even know who the hell they are. That comes out today. So that's one stock today. No stocks this week. No stocks next week. And then we start ramping up going into the new year. Start getting some banks and stuff in January. One last story on our VectorVest website, www.vectorvest.com. Another reason why I am looking at a possible bottom is because watch for the turning points. And that was done by Angela Akers, who writes our essays every week. If you're a subscriber to the VectorVest software, you get this guidance every single week. If you're not a subscriber to the software, again, we've got a holiday special. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. 99 cents for 30 days to have the VectorVest software and get this kind of guidance every week. This is our essay done by Angie. Now, history has taught us that our key market timing indicators, the BSR, MTI, and RT, not only indicate the health and direction of an uptrend or a downtrend, they also play important roles in indicating turning points. Another reason why I still think that we're at the level where the market is oversold enough, where we're looking for a bottom. Our indicators were close, not perfect, but very close. I think it stirred up a reason for the market to start moving higher going into the end of the year to start off the beginning of the year. I am still looking for a Santa rally. When the BSR is at or below the level of 0.20, the market is extremely oversold. When the MTI is at or below 0.60, we know that it's another indication of an oversold market. Currently, we've got levels of 0.29 on the BSR and 0.68 on the MTI. We're not, we know that we're not exactly there yet, but we're getting close. This means it's a good time to start preparing your shopping list to go bottom fishing and bargain hunting once the market begins to move higher and an uptrend develops. Again, you can always go to our main website, www.vectorvest.com. Got a lot of stuff here. The 30-day trial right now. Again, holiday special, 99 cents. You can click right from our website and do that, number one. Number two, articles. I just click on the articles, but we give articles on swing trading, on options, on stock market news, on retirement. Anything that you could want, we have in our website. If you like the information that's there, take the 30-day trial. You get access to all of that at any time, right there. All right. So Wayne says, appreciate your authenticity, Glenn. And yes, the competitors are one of the greatest ever. I agree with that, but they will put you to sleep. All right. So that's all of the news. We're right at 12:30. Wow, we're right on point. I'm loving this. Right on point. All right. And I'm looking at this. Look at this. We're getting a longer bottom wick, which shows we got a lot of buying pressure going into today. I'd really love to see if we can get confirmation of this up day on Friday to start showing an up day on today. I still think we've got a opportunity for a Santa rally. All right, let's go to the viewers. All of the indices, we got a mixed market. The Qs are slightly up. The spiders are slightly up. The Dow is down, the biggest mover. Look at that. The VIX is down today. People are not as fearful in the market. Are people starting to feel the idea that we could be getting a Santa rally as well? We'll be starting the trials shortly. Excellent, Robert. Love that. Love that. VVC coming back upward. So there we go. Looking at what today's market looks like, you notice nothing is a sell. There at least all holds. That's a positive sign as well. All right, let's go look at the stocks that made the news. All right, let's look at the stocks that made the news. The first thing I'm always going to look for is, out of all of the stocks that made the news, which ones are buy recommendations? Let's start off there. Which stocks made the news that are buy recommendations? Only two, AVGO, the Broadcom, and QTUM. Again, there we go. That's the ETF for quantum. It's a buy recommendation. All right, all this other stocks in the middle, that are holds. Snow Lakes, I love the idea of getting funding to go after uranium. Uranium is going to be used for all of the nuclear. And I like that story. Eli Lilly, Merck, NVIDIA. I'm almost ready. Got to watch tonight's video on why I'm ready to jump on NVIDIA. Rigetti, the big mover today. That information about the 84 qubit, I'm telling you, this is it's way overvalued. It's not fundamentally sound. This is news driven. As long as quantum is in the news, Rigetti is going to be moving. Rivian from the nuclear energy, SMR. Look at this. Just about every stock on a day like today that's mixed is moving up with the exception of Viking Therapeutics. Now, because some of these stories had several stocks in play, all right, let's go look at the performance graph. And now let's go. Rivian, I like, and it's moving. Look at that. All right, Rivian is moving. There's a trend. It's below the trend, but look at this. Tesla, the big boy. And I'm looking over the last 3 months. Tesla is the big boy. And Lee is starting to move. All right, Lee is starting to move, but Rivian is still better right now from a perspective of performance. All right, next performance graph. What am I looking at? The drug companies. Look at the drug companies. And this is why I think the GLP-1 space is done. I don't think that it's, the stocks that are entrenched in it are it. And they're either going to do or not. That's what I got going on. But look at these. Let's go look at Novo Nordisk. Look at that. Eli Lilly. Look at that. On the rise, though. Eli Lilly, and that's because of Zepbound. Zepbound is pushing Eli Lilly. Merck, just moving down. See that? Merck moving down, and Viking Therapeutics all the way at the bottom. So I like when I look at a story that looks at several different stocks. I could put Pfizer on here. Pfizer, though, is not making noise. Pfizer is not making noise in that space. Pfizer, on the other hand, when I move from just GLP-1s to just regular stocks, or regular drug companies, Pfizer's got a lot in the pipeline. All right, so George, Pfizer wasn't on the list because this was mainly looking at GLP-1 stocks, but as a company, putting it on a performance graph, Pfizer's on top. George, so do you understand why I didn't have Pfizer on there? But I don't mind putting it on. I don't mind putting it on because Pfizer is a name that's been around forever, and they've got a lot of good drugs in the pipeline. They really, really, really do. So with the exception of Pfizer, all of the GLP-1 drugs, I don't think that it's hot right now until it gets out of this downtrend. If it can get out of this downtrend, and again, I think Eli Lilly will be the first one that pulls above that because of the Zepbound. And, the GLP-1 space is not as hot as it was, but if I'm looking at that space, Eli Lilly would be the way to go. I got another performance graph looking. Oh, so quantum stocks. What you think is the stock at the top? Rigetti. Look at that. Now, Ryan likes LAES. Look at that most recent rise. Right behind Rigetti in the quantum space. WMI, where's it at? It's towards the bottom, but I do like the move. And I'm looking at all of them. I do like the move, slowly moving up right now. Form, all the way at the bottom. And ARQQ is right here. But if I'm going to combine these, looking at these together, I like that Rigetti is there. But you're right, Troy. LAES is moving up nicely. It is number 2. Let's go change the time frames. Put it on the 6-month graph. Look at that. Then QBTS comes into play. Let's put it on a 1-year graph. Rigetti is just outperforming every freaking body. Rigetti is just, QUBT is not in here. QUBT. Let's go put that up there. Where does that sit? Way up is outperforming everybody. Thank you for that. QUBT is outperforming everybody. Now that's on a 1 year. Let's go back to a 3-month. And it's still outperforming RGTI. There it is. So Joe, who was the other one that just put that up? Bill. And there you go. QUBT, again, from a performance perspective, It's killing it. Follow right behind it would be RGTI, and then right behind it would be LAES. So if I'm looking at quantum computing just on a performance graph over the last 3 months, those are my top 3. INOQ, I just recently got out of my IONQ. Man, I wouldn't want to add all of these, but IONQ, let's make it darker so I can see it. See, the beautiful thing about this exercise is really looking at what's really, really moving in the space. How many of you found this useful and important? Just type a 1 in the room. How many of you found this exercise right here useful and important? Type a 1 in the room. Now, Lazaro, I can keep adding to this list, but this is enough to at least get you in the right mindset of which quantum stocks you should be investing in. Which quantum stocks should your money be going to? This and this performance graph right here, I don't know if you can do this anywhere else like we do it, but all of them are starting from the value of 0 and just over the last 3 months, what's been moving. Folks, this is what we bring to the channel. Hey, if you're brand new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. This may be well worth it for you to hit the subscribe button today. Where else? Because there's a lot of stocks out there. What has Lunar got to do with this? And Lunar, I'm not looking at it yet. All right, Lunar's got nothing to do with this topic that we're doing right here. So, and I'll give you an opportunity to look at stocks. That's when I'll look for your stocks. All right. So this was probably, and you know something, this was at least worth a like. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I hit the like button. Again, this is a hot industry. And you all are sitting out there saying, well, where should I really put my money? This person says this person says this, da-da-da. How about I just put it on a performance graph to answer your question? If you haven't hit the like button yet, folks, please do. All right? We work hard, so you don't have to. All right. Let's go back to the viewers. Earnings this week, none, not really. I know, no. You know why else? I'm going to give you another reason. On why I think the market has some upside. The market's going down. What do you think? Contra ETF should be going up, right? Look at this list of Contras. One stock going up. That's it. Just let that marinate for a second. Yes, I see the reds on the color guard. I see the red today. I got a mixed market today. I saw that we almost got to the levels of looking for a bottom. Just think about this. If the market was still readily, heavily going down, Contras would be moving. But they're not. That's a third reason of why I feel that we still do have a Santa rally in place. Currently holding LES, WIMI, and QSI and non-quantum, but have really good hopes for Senseonics. I love that stock. Was extremely surprised by LAES this morning. You should make a recap video for 2024 picks. Ryan and I were thinking about that. We got to go back through and see when I did. I think we might have to do that for next year because I don't remember all of my stocks. I need, something? You know what I need? I need someone to email me all of the stock picks that you got from me this year and all of the stock picks that you got for Ryan this year. Janice, can you do that? We got out of SVIX. Steve said he got out of SVIX in the Jockey Club, and it's going up today. But that was his. Glenn, can you do an under $10 scan? Yeah, I'll do that for you. I'm gonna do that for you. I'll do that for you right now. Unisearch. I'll do that for you right now. YouTube. This is a bonus stock picks right here. Undervalued, less than 10. I'm going to run it for you right now. I do it for you right now, Prakash. And I'm going to give you the top 10. This is the top 10 run from that search, undervalued, less than $10. There you go. Take a picture. They're all up today, too. Look at that. Every single one of them is up today. How about that? Prakash, Ask and you shall receive. Again, I normally do a video on these stocks. All right. I normally do a video for these stocks, but because Prakash asked, I'm giving you a Christmas present right now. You know why this is a Christmas present? You know what? I bet Ryan has already has a list for his stock picks he made throughout the year. I don't know if he has or not. You guys know I give you so many picks. I don't. Janice, can you go through and find? I don't know. Well, fine. Let Ryan do his own. Can you do one for me? Please. I'm giving you the puppy dog eyes. Please. Because I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Glenn, the McRib is back. I don't believe in the McRib anymore. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. All right. So I did that real quick. Let me go show you a portfolio. My top 5 weekly picks. Here's one that I added today. Here's one that I added today. You want to know the other 4 picks for this week? You got to watch tonight's video. But how about the one of the stocks that I added to the portfolio today is up 1.87% already. How about looking at the stock picks in this portfolio? 3 out of the 5 are up double digits, with GGAL up almost 50%. Folks, if you're not watching the Monday videos of my top 5 weekly picks, you need to. All right? You need to. You need to. Thank you, Janice. All right, so I did add one new stock because I needed one, SoFi, but I got 4 other stocks for the picks for this week that you need to go watch. Let's go. What was I getting ready to look at? Oh, my undervalued stocks. Where's that at? I got to go find that. Undervalued less than 10. Portfolio is up 28.65%. Look at that. And that's since October this year, folks. That's since October. Look at all of these stocks. Whew. This, man. And that's why Prakash asked for them. I gave you 10 more right now. But look at the 5 that I've got right here. This is why you need to watch the channel and watch the videos. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it. Between Ryan and I, folks, and the portfolios are there to show it. The portfolios, it's not just me, blah, 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 blah. The portfolios show it. I can go back to, bottom fishing with candlesticks. Uranium plays. Woof. My uranium plays got beat to flying flip. I think that's going to turn around next year. But SMR, one of my better picks. CCJ, one of the better picks out there. I still think uranium is going to have upside, but right now, I'm not afraid to show you the portfolios that have gone down. It happens. These are mainly Latin American stocks, so not diversified. Okay, sleeper search. My big picks for the year. Only got one left. I only got one yet. These are my rock the world under the radar stocks. Some of them have stopped out due to the market, but we're still up 19% since 11/21 of 2024. Would you take FLR? I don't know yet, Troy. Glenn, you need to zoom out your screen so we can see the whole. It is zoomed out. What do you want? The whole thing is zoomed out. I hate when my voice does that. FLR is a big invest in SMN. I gotta look at that. FLR. I'll put that down. I gotta do some research on that. Glenn, do you have best picks for Santa Rally? Yep. Watch tonight's video. Tonight's video is exactly for Santa Rally. Tonight's video of the top weekly picks is specifically for if we do get a Santa Rally. I got 5. It's either 5 or 6 picks tonight in tonight's video. All right? You got to watch tonight's video. All right. Let's go back to the viewers. Best stocks under 10. I didn't put anything in here. I just ran it. We looked at the portfolios, theme stocks for this week. Still looking at quantum, AI, and Bitcoin. Quantum, but Bitcoin is getting its ankles kicked. Let's sort this by percent change. Look at that. Bitcoin, and Bitcoin. Towards the bottom of the list. What's at the top of the list? Quantum. AI. Quantum, that's AI. All right. Out of the 15, 4 going up today, but they're quantum and AI. MicroStrategy, I'm not a fan of. I think Ryan has done a good job talking about why you need to be careful with and they just bought more Bitcoin for like the 7th day in a row. I saw a story. They just bought more Bitcoin. So they're going to have like 100 trillion, billion, quadrillion Bitcoin. God forbid Bitcoin goes down. MicroStrategy is going to get killed. Because that's all they're doing right now. It's just Bitcoin. All right. All right. Now let's go look at weekly customer picks. You gave me 100 likes today. So guess what? I'm giving you 15 stocks. You gave me 100 likes today. Way to go. That's a Christmas present to me. I give you a hand clap. Thank you for that. 105 likes today. I'm giving you 15 stocks. MIND, comma, son of a bungalow. Tabula's got to be another stock. BBAI, comma, BITX, comma, FTAI, comma, TARS, comma, CLS, comma, MVST, comma, SNPS, comma, MSTZ, comma, Fix, comma, DRCT, comma, QQQM, comma, AMD, comma, PIPR, comma, DMR, comma, DMR, no. I'm going to take this INVZ. INVZ. How many stocks did you get? You gave me 120. So that gives me, I'm going to give you like 3 more stocks. You guys on it today. DFN, comma, ARES, comma, Zim. How many stocks is that? F it. I'm going to 20. You think quantum is the place to be for 2025? Amir, yes. SMR. Okay, SMR, comma, we already looked at Eli Lilly. We already got QQQM. There's S up there. I need, I think, 1 more stock going down the list. That says ADMA. There we go. ADMA. Gave you 20 stocks today. Look at all those. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Just give 1 lock. I gave the only stock. Let me think about that. I don't have 1 lock. I don't have 1 lock. The top of the screen is not showing. Oh yeah, I know why. Here we go. Now it's showing. I don't know if I have 1 lock. 126. Listen, that would have given you 12. I gave you even more. So I don't have 1 lock. Why? I am paying thousands of dollars for VectorVest. SW and Glenn skips my stock. I went straight down the list. U12, you skipped me, Glenn. Hold on. Oh, stop. U12. I got SNPS in here. There it is. How did I skip you? How did I skip you? I'm looking at the SNPS is in it. That's what you gave me. No, I go down the list. I ain't trying to hear that. I go down the list. Mind wasn't a good play, Tabula. I think you changed it to something else. You guys, listen, when I go look at your stocks, I go straight down the list. All right? I'll go straight down the list just so that I don't forget anybody. All right? So, Mind, never mind, maybe next. I went and I put Mind in. Didn't y'all hear me say, you got to give me another stock, Tabula? Did everybody not hear me say that? Yes or no? Type a yes or a no in the room. Type a yes. I said that. I said, Tabula, you got to give me another stock because that stock didn't come up. I did. All right. Deborah says I skipped her. I'm looking. This is the last person I'm looking for. Deborah. No. Deborah, as I go down this list, about the answer to that, Deborah, is no. About the answer to that is no. All right. We're not going through this. We're not going through this. All right. All right. We're not going through this. Listen. I'm just going to go through stocks. All right. First thing. Let's go through the ranking. I love each and every person here. You know I would never not look at what's going on. Yes, I heard, but I think he is ignoring you since you're carrying. What? I heard it's hard to talk and type. Glenn is doing a good job. Thank you, Kiwi. I don't know who Janice is answering. DYNK. DYNK. And you know, Deborah, you know why I never get to your stocks? Because every time you give me a stock, I ain't got it. Why do you look at, in my mind, which would probably be some of the most obscure stocks? All right. Joe says sometimes the order appears in a different order to us. I hope not. I hope not. I try to just, if it does, I apologize for that. All right. Let's go look at, first thing I want to look at, how many of these stocks you gave me are buy recommendations. All right, let's go see what stocks are buys. ARES, BITX, of course, because Bitcoin was moving. CLS is a great stock. MVST, I don't know much about it, but it is a buy recommendation. It's got an RT above 1. It is overvalued. So this has got some news behind it that's pushing it. It's got no stop. The QQM is a buy, and Tarsus, another overvalued company, which doesn't shock me when it comes down to farmers or bios. Most of them are overvalued. If you find a good farmer that's undervalued, you keep your eyes on it. But it does have an RT above 1. Which ones are hold recommendations? Let's look at those real quick. ADMA, BBAI. After it made its earnings, it started falling back. Direct Digital, Fix has been on my radar a bit. Innoviz, Piper Sandler, New Scale, and there you go, SNPS, I got you. And then the stocks you gave me that are sells, and as much as I like Defend, right now it's tough. It is tough. Sell recommendation. FTAI, which was a big mover, now sell. AMD the same way. The inverse on MSTZ, I'm not ready to play that yet, even though I'm not a big fan of MicroStrategy. The inverse ain't moving. Well, it's moving today. It's a seller recommendation. It's moving today. Sentinel One and Zim. Zim people buy specifically for the, the dividend. BBAIs have been selling recently. That's not good for them. But at least it's still a hold, Phyllis. At least it's still a hold. Kenny G is my sound sleeping man. Kenny G is the bomb. It's the bomb. I got to see him in concert. I got to see Najee in concert. They both play the same instrument. Kenny G played without shoes. He played on the stage without shoes, which was kind of interesting. I think he's a hippie anyway, but loved how he plays. Janice, I think Glenn's looking. What? I can't lie. What? All right. Now that we got them separated by buys, holds, and sells, let's go graph them all real quick. I can do this in 7 minutes. All right, VectorVest graph. Aries was at the top of I love bottom left, top right. I'd love to see it take out. I don't want the cursor, you knucklehead, Glenn. I don't want that either. I'd love to see it take out the high of about 185.66. It's a little bit away from that. Might have found a level of support right here. Open candle, very little wick at the top. Love the earnings per share. It is overvalued, but value is slightly moving up. That's a positive sign. Let's go to the next one. BITX, Bitcoin is cyclical. This is a cyclical move right now. Bitcoin ran and got above the value of the price of 100. And I'm out of my Bitcoin stuff right now. I don't know what the news is on AMD. I did a story, the AMD is pushing to really go against NVIDIA. Did I do it? Was any of my stories on AMD? I don't think it was, but something's going on. I don't know. Axon I do like as well. Sade, Glenn, what are you talking about, Sade? I don't know. And Amir, I've already got the stocks that I've been looking at. I do like CLS. Bottom left, top right, breaking above this level of resistance after pulling back. Nice open candle. No, what? Oh, AMD out. No wick at the top. I like it. Are we live? Please, someone type 1. Harry, we are live. Harry, I answered your question live. I just answered your question live. All right, CLS, I like this move up. I do like this DYNF, type wrong letter at the end, but then you got to give me the right ticker symbol. All right, and I like the earnings per share. Woof. MVST, nice move. I don't think this was an earnings play. Earnings was back here, but since then it's been going up. It's got a lot of volatility going on. Look at the big wick, shooting star, follow through, bullish harami, no follow through, bearish engulfing, no follow through. Back and forth. The stock's making money today. I would keep this on my radar as a day trade. I don't know if I really want to hold this long term just quite yet. Let's go add a parameter. RS. Fundamentally not sound. Fundamentally not sound, but I bet you RT is moving. I bet you, there it is. RT is at 1.84. Something news-bound is moving this. Let's go draw a freehand line. Oh, silly, Glenn. Tricks are for kids. Silly rabbit. Look at that uptrend. You know, for it to be a lower dollar stock, I'm sort of kind of feeling that as a trade. More so as a trade, though. This is more so as a trade. If it breaks through that level of resistance, that stock may have some upside. Keep it in your back pocket. QQM on the NASDAQ. I don't like that trend line. I like that trend line better. More recent. I need it again. If it's rising, I'd love to see if it break above that trend line to give us more reason for a Santa rally. Merry Christmas, Glenn and Henry. Haas, thanks to you. Thank you, my friend. Harry, live on the short delay. Oh, you do have a short delay. AMD is strengthening their ecosystem. Thank you, U12. All right. TARS. I don't know anything about this. Another drug company, though. Bottom left, top right. I'd love to see if this stock can break above that 3-month high. It's right there at 56.63. I'd like to move. Right now, it's consolidating. I got a little bit of a channel. It's doing some consolidation. Actually, I can draw it here. That's a little consolidation going on. I needed to break above that. The earnings are negative, but getting less negative. That's a positive sign. Woof, Adama. ADMA, Biopharma, undervalued. I don't like that value is falling. The stock's price is falling. I got a level already drawn here of resistance. Let's see if we can get above this level of 1822. All right, next one. BBAI channeling. All right, it's channeling. Look at the wicks, though. Look at the wicks. Selling pressure. It's got to give above this level of 355. It's trading at 327. All right, so let's go to the next one. Woof. That's news. That's news. And not a lot of give back. So not a lot of profit taking yet. I'd be careful with that, though. Negative earnings. RT jumped because of the big move today. So far, so good. No profit taking, but tomorrow's another day. I don't know what the news is behind that. Fix. Not feeling that. All right. Freehand line. Not feeling that. Trending lower. I'll use that. Trending lower. It needs to break above the downtrend. I love the earnings per share. RT fell because the stock's price fell. I needed to break above that. If I'm in it, I should have taken some money. There was a bearish engulfing. Not really followed through into here. And right now I've even got a bearish harami. It shows me that the stock may have even more downside. But I do love the earnings per share. Invis, software business, not sure what's going on, but man, trading right at session highs. It moved from undervalued to overvalued with the big price. I'd like to see value moving up. Earnings per share, it looks like it is negative, but getting less negative. Nice open candle today. If you're in it, take it. Be careful, though. All right, fundamentally sound, not fundamentally sound. Be careful. This is more of a trader's pick. Let's go to the next stock. Piper starting to rebound after being consolidated and break down. I'm not ready to look at Piper yet until it gets above this level of resistance of 313. Puts me at least back into the channel with headwinds up at 347. So you have some space between 313 and 347. If you want to jump in now, that's an early jump. That could be moving along with the market if we're still looking at a level of bottom fishing. This could be, I love the earnings per share. The stock moved down so fast that RT went below 1. It's not above 1 yet. So if you're going to jump in early before this level of resistance, at least let RT get above 1. Let's go to the next one. SMR sitting in another channel, and I've got another channel at the high. I got another high right about here of 32.4. Now, on 32.46, I still think that this is a hot space. Nicely moved up, got hit. There it is, shooting star, follow through, fall. Bearish piercing pattern, fall. Man, these candlesticks are talking loud to me today in regards to SMR. Right now, I got a little, almost a bullish engulfing, but I got a little bit of follow through, a little bit of indecision going on today. I'd like to see it break above this level of 22.29 if I'm not currently in it right now. Next one. SNPS, good, googly muggly, big gap down. That was off of earnings, and it's been falling. Look at that, an inverted hammer. A lot of selling pressure on that right now. I'm not sure I would really want to have you in it. RT is below 1. Love the earnings per share, but the stock's price got hit after earnings. I don't know what the forward guidance was, but it might not have been pretty. Trump buying Greenland. What would be what? I don't think that's a real story, Akshaya, and I don't know what a good stock would be for that. I have no idea. He can't buy Greenland. I'm not listening to that, Akshaya. I don't know where you're getting your news from. And if it claims to work out that he's going to do that, then so be it. AMD is a terrible stock compared to others in the space. I think AMD is still a very potent player when it comes to AI and actually competing with NVIDIA. Right now, there it is, little inverse hammer, little follow through. Where would I look for? I'm looking for this gap level of about 136. I got room. I'm looking for about 136 to see if it breaks. I love that it's undervalued. The stock's price has fallen so much that it's undervalued. We'll see. Just CNBC said that. He's going to buy Greenland. What? No super chat so far? Come on. No, Tabula. It's up. I can't. You know me. I will never ask for super chats. Please, AMD. Hassan, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at AMD right now. My friend. AMD will be 380. I think AMD, don't count it out. I don't count it out. I think that it's still a very avid proponent to go against NVIDIA. All right, so there we go. Defend, as much as I like this space, it's tough. That's all I can say. It's tough. Broke out of consolidation to the downside gap down. Hassan, please stop typing AMD in there. We've already looked at it. All right, let's go to the next one. FTAI. Remember when this stock was a shooting star? Just moving. Look at that. The most prettiest graph. And then it fall down, go boom. Look at the earnings per share. The company makes money. I need this stock to show me something. I'm going to look for a candlestick pattern to show me a reversal. Glenn, this is the first time I'm asking about AMD. No, Hassan, but you've put it in more than once. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 times that you put it in. So I'm saying that it's showing up in the chat. That's all I'm saying. It's showing up in the chat that you asked for it 3 times. But we already looked at it, my friend. We did. Marvel and AVGO working on deals to help. And I do like Marvel. I do like AVGO. All right. I got a couple of more stocks to finish up here. Oof. No, this is the short for micro. I'm not ready to take the short on it yet. I'm not ready to take the short on that. ALAB, Christmas present to you all. Did I not look at that in one of my live streams last week? Glenn, FTI was one of your picks for 2024. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. Now you got me going look. I don't think it was. Top 10 picks was FTAI. No, FTAI was not one of my top picks for 2024. Not one of my top picks. There's my list of the stocks for top picks for 2024. There you go, Jerry. Glenn, what is an ideal blue chip stock to hold and collect monthly income? How much time? I ain't got a lot of time for this. What did Mac Daddy say? Drinking some eggnog? I ain't drinking that eggnog. That's nasty. Let me see. What time? 1:05. Hold on. I'm not feeling that. That's the short. Sentinel. Wow. Thank you, Jeff. Again, I wasn't asking for it. Merry Christmas, Glenn. I'll send you my list of 2024 winners from you. Ryan list, not so much. Just kidding. You have my email, Jeff? Type the W's in the room for the super chat, folks. Type the W's in the room. Jeff, do you have my email? If you do, that would be greatly appreciated. And I'll do a video. Maybe next year I've got to write them down. Next year I got to write them down. All right. Janice was going to look into it as well. I know Janice has my email. Jeff, if you don't have it, it's Glenn T with 2 N's. Glenn T there you go, at VectorVest.com. There you go. Thank you for that, Jeff. All right, one more stock. I'm not thinking Sentinel 1 just quite yet. And the last one, Zim, big move. One day doesn't make a trend. One day does not make a trend. Let me give you a level where I'm looking at about $20.89 to get above. All right. I also need RT to go above 1. I love that earnings per share is starting to go back up again. All right. Last thing, I'll do this on the fly. I'm going to do this on the fly. Unisearch. What did you ask me for? Oops. Nope. What did you ask me for? Glenn, what is an ideal blue chip stock to hold and collect monthly income via cover calls against? All right. Unisearch. Let's go to searches, conservative, dividend payers. Let me look at a stock. Oof. I would tell you these, but these are all AI. I don't want to do that. Dividend plays. GGAL. That's it right there. GGAL. Where's the dividend safety? 72. It's the highest dividend safety in there. GGAL. You wanted it? Who just asked me for that? G Money, you wanted it? You got it. You got it. That's probably on the fly where I can give you. And it's got the highest dividend growth. It's got the highest dividend safety. It doesn't have the highest dividend yield, and I'm okay with that. Earnings per share, sales, but that's what you got right there. All right, that's what you got right there. All right. So G Money, that's the last thing before we go. Let's go put me on my last scene. There we go. All right, folks, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. I don't have a live stream tomorrow. There's no live stream Wednesday. There will be a live stream Thursday and Friday. All right, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 131 likes today. That's the most likes we've ever had. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for supporting the channel. We're growing. We're up to like 67,000 subscribers. Would love to get us to 100,000 subscribers by early next year. What are we at?
We just passed 70.
Oh, we passed 70? Oh, we passed 70. All right. Well, stop yelling at me like you know everything. We're at 70,000 subscribers. I think that, Joey, stop talking as I talk to VV Nation, please. I think that we can hit 100,000 in the first half of next year. All right. But that's going to take you guys helping us out. I think that we can get to over 100,000 by the first half of next year. Thank you so much for supporting Ryan and I on this channel. Hope you have the most blessed Christmas out there. And yes, I am saying Merry Christmas, and I'm not apologizing for that. With that being said, folks, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all you people out there. I love each and every one of you, not for your likes, but for your support, because we're here to do the work for you. So thank you so much for that. Odabo, bom dia, salam, shalom. I'm praying for peace all over the world, folks. Notice that I put those two together, salam and shalom together. That's on purpose. Arrivederci, ciao, all that stuff. Till the next time, folks.